All right, welcome to the RDC programs. I'm super happy to have you here, and just congratulations on taking these steps to yourself to actually get better. So, what I want to go through is how to get the most out of these programs, and this is really important. So, I'm going to teach you how to use the app, and I'm going to teach you how to get the most out of training just in general. And I've been doing this now for, oh man, since I was 14, strength training. So, yeah, I've got a lot of experience. I've done a lot of research in it. And so one of the biggest things of why I got people to, or why I enjoy teaching people so as much, is because we get better results than most people. And just because I've done so much research into the programming side of things and hypertrophy, strength, and sport-specific stuff. And I just like to combine them, all of them. And I think there's a lot of poor information, especially around the hypertrophy stuff for strength and conditioning. And I think people do way too much. And that affects people. They don't get the results that they want to get. So that's going to lead me to my first point. My first point is, first you need to pick the right program for you. And by program, tell me how many days a week you can actually make it to the gym. So if you want to do the 4-day split, okay? 4-day split, I think is good for people who, they don't want to do full body sessions. They like to do like an upper lower split, but they're actually going to make it 4 times a week. If you're not going to make it 4 times a week, and every now and then you're only going to make it 3 or 2, don't do that one, because it's not the best one for you and it's not going to get you the best results. And if you're on that one and you want to change over, let me know, okay? Because you'd get way better results if you're going to only make it 3 times a week, and you can just stick to 3 times a week. You'll get way better results than missing a session every now and then. You get way better results. Okay, so do the 3 full body sessions, and I personally do that one. I think it's by far the best, because you get 3 stimuluses on the muscles each week, and then you get 2 sprint sessions. And you have reduced fatigue, you have more time for skills, you have more time to do other things, like I do 3 or 4 wrestling sessions a week where I do jiu-jitsu as well. Okay, and that doesn't really, it has a little bit of impact and on fatigue, but not too much. Okay, and then if you can't do that much, just do the 2. And they'll have a different program for the 2. When you do 2 sessions a week, I can program that so you actually get really, really good results, because you're still going to get 2 stimulus on the full body. Okay, so you can still get almost just as good results when programmed properly and then spaced out properly. Okay, so let me know what you're going to do, or what is going to suit you best, and that way I can put the best program in for you. And let me know your goals, so then I can also put the best program in for you, because this is how I tailor it. I tailor it around your goals. What do you need to work on? So if you need to work on strength, speed, size, whatever, fitness, I can then tailor that for you. I can tell you how to get the most out of that. If you want more off-feet conditioning, I can put more conditioning stuff into your programs. I can put extra mobility. So if you're stuck somewhere in a mobility issue, let me know, because I keep my mobility the same, and I keep some stuff the same, because it's just, they're just the best things to work on. Like, it's the most bang for your buck stuff, where you can just work on those mobility drills, and that will cover most of the body. Okay, and so like I try and keep it that way, just because it's just simplicity. Yeah, if you need anything else, let me know. So you can always send me a message and let me know, and I'm happy to help you. Like, I just want to make sure that you get the best results. So when you go to training, okay, before I get to the app work, you need a high motivation. How do you have high motivation? What are some of the things that help? Music. Having training partners. And a big one is knowing what weights you're going to beat that week. Okay, so like, say you did 5 reps of 100 kilos in your bench press. Next week you're going to do 5 reps of 100. You're going to do 6 reps of 100 kilos bench press, and that's beating it. Okay, and that actually motivates you. Okay, and that actually helps you fire up more motor units and get better faster. And that's what I want for you. Okay, so high motivation. And then if you don't have, we all have days where we're not motivated. Go and then smile. Just sit there and you smile. Yeah, you look like an idiot, but it actually changes your brain function. It actually changes you how your brain's wired, and it works. When I'm really tired, when I used to play footy, I just smile, because I knew it would change how my brain was thinking. And the whole reason you fail at something, so when you're doing an exercise and you fail, you can't do it anymore, it's because your brain perceives that it's been too hard. Okay, it can't perceive any more effort. And that's why you fail. It's not actually because the muscle fails, it's because the brain perceives it's too hard. And so if you change that brain, that motivation in your brain, it's going to be perceived that it's easier. And if you tell yourself it's easier, then it's going to be easier. You might have remember Ronnie Coleman be like, it's lightweight, baby. I probably didn't say that very well, but same philosophy. All right. Make sure you check out the fuel guide. So our fuel guides, everything you need to know how to eat. Go and check it out. When you signed up, you should have got an email with a login code. Log in there, it'll be there. Okay. For that, we also have supplement guides too. So check out the supplement guides if you're into your supplements. I've tried all these different supplements. You don't need supplements to build muscle. You just need to get your eating right, and you need to follow the programs. That's the next thing. Setting the weights. First week, learn what weights are. Like your 5RM, 10RM. If you're a beginner, it's more 10RMs I think we use, or 8RMs, can't quite remember the top of my head. For more advanced people, I use more 5RMs. Learn the weights first of all, okay? And then we're going to start building from there. Okay, so the first week is all about learning what we're doing, learning the weight, cool, writing that down, putting that in the app. I don't care when you log it. If it's during the session or after the session, just get the weights in there so I can see you've been doing it, and then I can come back during the week or even at the end of the month when I do all my programming. I can see what you've done, and I know, okay, cool, you're ready for this phase. You're ready for this phase. I'll take the next phase, and then I'll decide which one you're going to go to. Okay, according to when your season is and all these different things. Yeah, and so let's go on through the app stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go through the app, and yeah. So you should have got an email from me to download Train Heroic. Download Train Heroic, and then if it doesn't connect with me automatically, all you need to do is put the code into the settings space. Then you'll see I'll upload the program. It's not straight away sometimes because you've got to wait, but I'll upload the program. You've got to start the session, and then you've got to be able to go through all these different things, okay? And then we'll get started. So it takes a little bit of time to get going. Once you get through them all, it'll get to the session. So you usually have an A and an A1, A2, okay? So what you can do is fill in the weights, or you can just scroll down and you can be able to see these two exercises. So what you want to do is the first exercise, okay? And then rest, go to the second exercise. Rest, go back to that first exercise. Okay, and they are the ones on the same page. So you'll see them on the same page together. You just scroll up and down. That's A1, A2. You might even have more than that. Sometimes it's A3 as well. Okay, and then you go to next. Okay, and that will take you to the B series. And essentially what we do is we warm up. Okay, so mostly what I do is warm up with the exercises and then into our lifts. And what you want to do with your lifts is just do a lighter lift first. Okay, so all of these sets that you see, they're usually just working sets. Okay, so they're not your warm-up sets. So do a warm-up set. Say you're doing bench press, you might do the bar, then put 10s on it, and then put 20s on it, then go to 100 kilos, whatever, depending on the weight you're doing. Okay, what I want you to do is just make sure you're feeling it in, okay? Even if it's after the session, because it's going to help you. It's going to make sure you know how many reps and sets you did, and it's just going to help you overall. You can do stretches and stuff after you've done the workout. So there are stretches on other days. You can move them to after your workout, and you can do a bit of conditioning before the workout. You might want to do a 5-minute bike ride to help you warm up. Okay, setting your weights. Setting your weights is one of the most critical things. Okay, so once you know your 5RMs and yada yada, look at what I say. So if I say leave 2 reps in reserve, so say you can do 5 of 100 kilos, okay, you're only going to do 3 of 100 kilos. Okay, so say it's like a 3. If I'm going to do a 5RM, okay, so if you got 5 reps you have to do, then you're going to use a weight that you could do for 7 reps. Okay, and so what that means is you have 2 reps, 2 reps left that you could have done, and what that does is reduce fatigue. So when you're taking something to failure, what happens is that's going to be using a lot of fatigue. Anytime you're doing a lot of reps, a lot of stretch position stuff, you're going to be accumulating a lot of fatigue, which is going to make you the recovery time a lot longer. And that's what we don't want, especially if you want to build lean muscle tissue. We want to actually keep that quite short. Okay, we want to be able to get back into the gym in 2 to 3 days time properly, where we're properly fresh, and then be able to work out hard hard again. Okay, even if you think you can just keep on working out, you might be able to mentally, but physically you're not going to be recruiting the muscle fibers that you want and to grow, and that's what we need to be doing. Okay, so setting your weights is really critical and sticking to it, and then just slowly progressing. Don't try and rush the progressions. Try and keep it small and steady as possible. Okay, the more you can just slowly, gradually do it, the longer you're going to keep on progressing and then that is what's going to get you to grow the most over an extended period of time. Whereas people who try and go up really fast, they sort of do this and then they go like that. They stop going up. They struggle after that because they're just trying to do too big of jumps. You just want to keep on going like this, and you'll get way past them. Okay, so your progression model, try and add 1 rep on every week. So say you got to do 5 reps this week. Next week it's 6 of the same weight. Week after that, 7 of the same weight, and then you can go up in weight and go back down to 5. Okay, so that's the best progression model. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you hit me up on our chats. You can message me on the app, and yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, you can send me form videos and stuff if you pay for that extra feature.